This video is brought to you by Air Raid Paladin Legends. Log in now to get 50,000 free legend points.
Hey, buddy, watch this.
Skyclaw's good, but we definitely need faster stuff than anything else offered there. Sergeant Squire is good. Oh, Sergeant Squire would be such a cool name for a card. Oh my god. Imagine if it was like a 2-mana 2/2 with Divine Shield or something. Just called Sergeant Squire. Maybe maybe it's like a 10-mana 10/10 with Divine Shield. I don't know. Alright. Need a good on-curve play. Sadly, just hitting the button here. I think it's way more important to hit the button to stay mana efficient than play the Argent Squire. Because we can see a turn 4 play right here, right? So, even though this is less now, it's much, much better later. Which I think is important. Skyclaw here is fine. Rogue is typically fairly susceptible to these sort of wide board strategies, but I wouldn't say we certainly have the best start. So, you know, a good Seal Fate on our 1/2, we're not getting a lot of chip damage, and it gives the Rogue a lot more time to stabilize, which could be a big problem. Because this deck's more about wide board than, like, leveraging medium-ish boards. Some decks, you know, you use Blessing of Kings and you turn your smaller board into something really, really oppressive. This deck isn't quite as good at that, right? And I will say, we have a fairly sticky board for the Frostbolt Warlord, I'll be honest. Shadow Step that to play an Edwin? That's pretty crazy, I like it. Just to get a big Edwin down here. That's fun. That's tough. I don't know if we can beat that in a race. What's the prep for? Wait, why would you prep last? What? Okay, that was weird. I can actually play a Sea Giant here. This is 3 for 3, so the Sea Giant remains playable, and it goes to 9/9, which isn't ideal for the Edwin. He's preparing for his next turn, I guess, man, yeah. Not sure I spot the logic on that one, huh? Let's go ahead and do that just to, do we preemptively do this? I don't think so, because there might be a sap that just removes this from play anyway, so need to make sure I'm positioned to maximize damage in case we have to engage in a race. Kills me in 2 turns, but I kill him in how many turns, right? I don't know, because this is just coming back, so. I don't think we trade into this. I think we have to try to race. Ooh, Faceless Corruptor might change that math, though, I'll tell you. And I still get to hit face, and I still retain a lot of minions. So. If I didn't get left over with a lot of face damage and minions, I think I would have just ignored it and gone. Just raced, right? But given that we still had a lot of pressure maintained, I'm okay with it. You know, turn 6 is not usually a problem. I mean, Flick here's decent, honestly, on the 2/2s. Man, I've literally called every single play that my opponent has made. Oh my god. I am insane right now. Whoopsie. I'm calling everything, man. If this hits, do I trade? Yeah. Nope. Do I trade anyway, actually, just to protect the 7/7? I think I trade, actually. We can protect the 7/7. Shadow Step is a risk. We already saw one, so I think this is better. I'm trading more than I normally would in this deck, but it's just because of Rogue and what Rogue can do, right? I gotta be careful. That's still pretty weak, because unless he hits, like, Ethereal Lackey into Sap on the Frostbolt Warlord, we should be able to still create quite a bit of pressure. Now, that said, this deck does not run a lot of face damage. We kind of have to get there on minions, so. Oh, interesting. He's putting this into play because of, I guess he wants to maybe Togwaggle? I don't know, or maybe he's trying to make me think he wants to Togwaggle. I don't actually know, but I drew the weapon to react to it anyway. He might have been thinking, like, maybe I could force him to run the 7 attack into the 1/1 and save some health. But ultimately, of course, we don't have to because we draw the weapons, so Togwaggle doesn't matter. Now he actually risks his Togwaggle, but he didn't have mana to Togwaggle anyway outside of a prep. A Togwaggle plus wand, so I don't know that it would have mattered. Galakrond draws him 1 0-mana card here. What could it possibly be to disrupt this? We have exactly 10 showing, so as long as nothing kills a minion here or disrupts this. Well, maybe he actually got 2 cards, I think. Yeah, didn't matter, we got there. Okay, Skyclaw's good, but I definitely don't need 2 Skyclaws. I need to find a more consistent curve. I mean, they do go really well together, and I do have coins, so as long as I had a 1-drop, actually, let's just keep both. We didn't hit the 1-drop, but maybe 2 of these is still sufficient. Mage sometimes has trouble reacting to these early situations. And I can still hit the 1-drop in time, so. No, we never coined the knife juggler because we don't have the good follow-up. We just go Skyclaw to Skyclaw. We'll be fine. Beaming sidekick? I don't know. I'm not convinced. I don't think we worry too much about the health total of our stuff. Because it's not like we're True Zoo where we're usually value trading down over stuff. We're usually going mostly face. Matchup dependent, situation dependent, right? But usually I think we're just kind of smorking, so. Not that it can't help you smork. It can help, you know, your stuff live to trades. I get it, but I think I'd rather just have the higher pressure output of Zealot and Battle Mage. And everything's so low health anyway that it kind of often just dies regardless, I think. Okay, Skyclaw number 2 here is going to look good. I don't know if he'll be able to clear this before the Warlord, but that'd be nice if we could kind of split wide and tall so that he's got to react to both. Unfortunately, some cards like Blizzard and Frost Nova just do both really well anyway. They don't really care. Zealot we'll use next turn with the Microtech as a reload as needed, but for now we got to pressure and keep going. Why not drop Microtech Controller first? We could, but it's just worse, right? It has less total health. I just want to create as much pressure as fast as possible. Like, it's only got 2 max 2. I don't know. It's debatable, but I actually just think it's worse. It just feels worse to me. If you trade, you lose one of the bots? If you trade, I lose 2 bots, right? I'm thinking about trading and reloading more. Oh, you mean on the summon. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I think that sounds right. Let's try to leverage one of these. Just to protect this guy. Maybe a little more often. Okay. I don't love this turn. It's just it basically though it diversifies me a little bit so that when I reload I get stronger because I don't want to keep going wider and wider. I want to start building into something like taller stats, and I think the Sword of Justice helps me do that. So just depending on how this gets reacted to it, I think this gives me more choice basically. More luxury to make cool plays. I think this is still a Frostwolf Warlord. +3/+3 is sufficient for this. Could not go Sea Giants. That won't make sense. Yeah, I think this is good. This is still a nice mix. It's also immune to Reno. Like something lives off Reno here. Probably the Frostwolf Warlord most of the time, right? Almost always. Because we have 14 or 13 total health, it looks like, right? I don't see the reason to attack. I think we wait. Well, I don't know if bad play. Oh, Dragoncaster might be good, though. Blizzard would really lock up this board. I do still have a big guy, though, which is the goal, right? So I wanted to go tall and wide. So now we can go Juggler into Microtech. The problem is that this 4/4 now eats a lot of stuff. I would love to go Faceless Hero Power, honestly, and just like kill that 4/4, but I don't have mana. I don't have a 1-drop. So I think this is our line as much as I don't really love it at all. I think it's sort of a bad line, particularly depending on how these pings go. I guess if all 3 hit, and I could have attacked it, but that won't happen because my weapon's gone. Face was... Oh, God, the Sniper Juggler. He knows where to go. So Flame Strike here clears, but it requires him to lose his 4/4 maybe. That doesn't read Flame Strike. That reads Kartut Defender. Oh, boy. So we healed a 16. I could do one of 2 things, right? I could double down on board pressure here. Or alternatively, I could go for sort of max reload off the Cult Master. But I don't think the Cult Master's right. I think we need to just double down. I don't think we're ever going to get there if we have to try to reload and go for a second push. I think we just got to go. I think a second push is a real trap. A real trap. Even though the 1 attack here cleans, I want to use Rush for Rush and damage for damage. So we can deal 13 if I want, but I think this trade is just like too much to pass up, right? Because this 4 attack threatens too many other things. I don't think it materially changes breakpoints. I'm starting to think we really need to add Leroy into this list. It made me hesitant because it was so bad with Sidequest, but we need some direct damage, I think. Although, man, the reload sure works out well for us. That's got a big chance to backfire and a low chance to succeed. Conjurers is unlikely to hit the 5/5 and create like a taunt. Oh, Frost Nova though. Oh my God, Frost Nova is actually a pain. All right, let's not overcommit here. Like, I don't want to go 2 Sea Giants, for instance, because if he does play, like, something crazy to clear it, I want to be able to reload a little bit. 9 mana, you got, like, Alexstrasza, you got, like, another Frost Nova you could try to dig for, I guess. Oh, that could be bad. That could be a Frost Nova. It's unlikely, though. Super unlikely to be a Frost Nova number 2. If he hits another Frost Nova off. Is that enough? He can clear the... No, that's not enough, obviously. He can clear everything except that new Sea Giant I played currently. If he has Ray of Frost, he could stall this out another turn. Arcane Breath. Into Ray of Frost would, again, be enough. If he finds Ray of Frost here, he can freeze and trade. God, the turns he's putting together are insane. I love it. I like it. Okay. Okay, I don't think we can do this without coin, right? I think we need to dig for the better 1-drop option here. Some kind of early play. Oh my god, that's got to be the worst opening hand possible for this deck almost. It's a good curve, but I don't need a curve. I need pressure. I'll find the curve. The curves happen automatically. I think that's certainly way better than hero power, because this into this means these get buffed even if this all gets wiped and stuff. It's a good trade for him. Like, that's going to be a problem for us. We still have to play this even though it trades so cleanly, just because I desperately need to get the buff active on the Hinchland Hag, right? Hopefully at least 2 of these things survive, but it's unlikely. He's probably going to hero power and trade down, so only 1 survives to actually absorb this buff. But it's okay, because all 3 of these get buffed anyway. So it's not that bad of a deal. We might even trade this 1-1 in just to help protect the bigger guys. I guess it'll be a 2-2 though, so maybe not. Maybe we go face. This will be a 4-4, so it doesn't really matter. Maybe we actually go Explodinator. Because these can be a little bit hard to activate otherwise. The challenge for me is that they just don't do as much damage. And I'm less likely to want to transform them off Faceless Corruptor, so no, I think we actually still just stick here. The real question I have is about the trade. I don't know if I should trade or if I should go face. That's what I don't know. I think we just go face. It doesn't, I mean, if he wants to kill the 4-4 with his face attack or whatever, that's fine. Seal Fate, it doesn't, he still use face to do it cleanly. I think we just go face. It's fine. I want to make sure minions are around for that Faceless Corruptor, but I think we'll be okay. Skydiving Instructor could maybe work in the deck. I think it'd just be worse than a normal 3-drop that goes wide, right? Like, I think I'd rather have Microtech Controller, usually, just to get more minions more consistently. Increase the consistency of the buffs and stuff. That's insanely early for that flick. I do have the Faceless Corruptor that I wanted, though. That's pretty clean, I guess. Ooh, Air Raid in action. That's going to be nice later. I don't think we need that right now, though. Always trade the old one, right? The new guy deserves to live. Let's make the old guy suffer. He was on board longer. It's his time. It's his time. So, double coin there, I mean, that flick wasn't the craziest flick in the world. Oh, I love that. That's great for me. I will keep that rocking all day, man. I don't want that to die at all. I'm actually hoping this Knife Juggler doesn't ping it too much because I don't want it to be able to trade in. I want them cards, man. Don't, no, that's the exact wrong number. He may still decide to value trade though, and appreciate these cards. We'll see. So no Heist Baron right now. No Galakrond yet. I mean, he's more of a quest deck anyway, it looks like, so I don't really know what his deal's going to be. We'll probably find out more about it soon. He may just decide to value trade anyway and give me more cards. That would be wonderful news. He does. I get more cards. Okay. He's now down to 8 on board. Possible Warlord, a little bit expensive right now, sort of. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh my god. This is actually insane. This is one of the craziest turns I've ever taken. Oh my god. Oh my, I'm just obviously going face here. Forget it, man. Forget it, dude. Everything getting buffed. Wow. A full 7-man buff off of the side quest, thanks to Air Raid. I mean, seriously? That is a ridiculous turn. Completely bonkers. Oh my god, Air Raid is OP. I love it, man. Taunts? I mean, they don't matter much, but they matter a little, I guess. Seems like the game is just over, though. I don't know why you spend the mana on the... he's just conceding. Okay, all good. God, man. I'll tell you what, man. This deck, and this new variation even, we always seem to do so well when I play this deck. But if you look at my like communities, like if you look at it, the out of cards win rate for this list on HS Replay, it was 35%. But my win rate with this deck is like 90% or something insane. I think maybe people don't play it the same way I do or something, or we're just hitting some crazy variants. This is finally a pretty good opener. Need that 2-drop, but hero power is not that bad, worst case scenario. Still probably hero power over... Oh, actually, Knife Juggler's good too. This is pretty susceptible to breath and stuff, but if we can still get the buff... He may coin ping, honestly, too, so that may limit choice a little bit on the Juggler, right? Whoa! Raid the Sky Temple! Oh, no, we just play 2 minions here. Forget the Juggler. Because the Juggler is so susceptible to stuff anyway, and I just want to get this damage. It's kind of the same amount of damage if the Juggler goes super strong, right? But the Juggler is still way good later, right? Maximizing the damage on this is good because it's going to get pinged. So, we use that while you can, right? And then Juggler, it can always reload later and still be awesome on any kind of token summoner, so. Lies, you want to play DBZ. I will probably play some DBZ tonight. I did play a little bit yesterday. I got through the Saiyan saga of DBZ Kakarot. It's not a perfect game, but I'll be darned if I'm not enjoying it. I'm really having fun with it. It's exactly what I wanted out of it. Just a fun look at the anime, just enjoying the story, you know, just like, perfect for me. Great diversification here. It's exactly what we wanted. I don't know why that... I thought for sure I put that to the left, but no big deal. Very high pressure. I mean, this can always get polymorphed and stuff, but the more mana you're spending on this, right, the less you're dealing with the board, so... Good trade here for our opponent, but that's no big deal. We're still pressuring a lot. Double Juggler into a token generator would be pretty sweet. Air raids and such. Alright. Anything that can be done here? I wonder if people are mulliganing incorrectly for this deck. I wonder if that's why it might be a low win rate when other people play it versus me. I mean, I don't even know if I'm perfect, but I'm certainly on the high side of variance, so something must be going differently. It does look like maybe people were not keeping Skyclaw on the mulligan always, which I think I probably almost always do. I don't know. They're definitely not mulliganing right, because they're keeping Brazen Zealot only 85% of the time. Brazen Zealot is far and away the most obvious mulligan card in this list. Why would you ever mulligan away from Brazen Zealot? There's almost no reason. I mean, I guess technically if you're playing against a ping class, but even then I don't think I would. Oh, what do we got here? 10, 13. So there are some Knife Juggler lethal outs. If the... Oh, not really though, because there's not enough space. There still technically is, I think. Oh no, not really, because there's not enough space. I don't know, we're just gonna go face though. Another big guy's good. Now we are susceptible to like blizzards and stuff, because you can coin blizzard, right? Log out the board with frost novas, all sorts of tools, but I mean, Knife Jugglers present a lot of lethal outs, even if he does like freeze the board out and stuff. Yeah, again, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know if we're just, because, you know, we are kind of dumpster legends, so it's not like the most competitive opponents, but it's not like bad decks we're playing either.